Hi and welcome to the daily reading for July 10th. And July 10th, as every day this year, is coming from Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, and it's enjoying peace in his presence. So some spiritual exploration, just seeking some answers. July 10th. Relax in my peaceful presence. Do you bring performance pressures? No, do not bring performance pressures into our sacred space of communion. When you are with someone you trust completely, you feel free to be yourself. This is one of the joys of true friendship. Though I am Lord of Lords and King of Kings, I also desire to be your intimate friend. When you are tense or pretentious in our relationship, I feel hurt. I know the worst about you, but I also see the best in you. I long for you to trust me enough to be fully yourself with me. When you are real with me, I am able to bring out the best in you, the very gifts I have planted in your soul. Relax and enjoy our friendship. And this reading ties in with Revelations 17 verse 14 and John 15 verses 13 to 15. It's a great little book. If this is the first time you've come in to listen to a reading, you get the reading for the day, and then it ties in with a couple of chapters in the Bible. And you can go and you can look at that, compare them. I don't tend to do that. One, because I'm working on my eyesight and trying not to use my glasses, and my Bibles are all very small print. So I've not actually been exploring the Bible, but I am exploring my spirituality and my Christianity and my relationship with God and Jesus through this little book that I found in the fall last year. So Jesus wants us to be his friend. Okay, so do you have friends that you can be authentically yourself with? I think that's a question that is worth asking yourself. I certainly would have said years ago that I wasn't authentic with anybody, not anybody. There was elements of me that were authentic with my close friends, but there was a part of me I always kept hidden. And I think this is what the passage is about, that Jesus doesn't want you to think you have to hide anything from him. He knows it anyway. God knows everything. Jesus knows everything. So, there's no point in trying to pretend and be pretentious when you're in a conversation with Jesus. And it may sound ridiculous to have a conversation with Jesus, because how could you possibly when he's not standing right beside you? But for me, the energy of Christ is always within me, and I am Christ because I am connected to the energy of Christ. I'm connected to God. I'm connected to the energies of God, which I translate as love. I think that is the energy of love. So when I am in a conversation, I'm really in the conversation with myself, my soul. So these gifts that have been planted within my soul, that's what I'm trying to release when I'm having these conversations, when I'm trying to be authentic with myself, truthful to myself, a best friend to myself, an intimate friend to myself. I mean, are you your own best friend? I'm getting there. I would have said I really hated myself years ago, and then I didn't like myself for many years. And on days I can dislike myself. In moments I can hate myself still. So for me, it's working on those elements. It's working on authentically facing myself in the mirror and saying, this is who you are. There's no point in pretending that you're anything else than what is reflected back there in the mirror. And there is a batch flower remedy. I talk about them sometimes. Batch flower remedy called crabapple, which is for those of us who look in the mirror and see something we dislike. So crabapple helps you to have self-acceptance. It's a cleansing remedy, so it cleanses all those negative thoughts you have about yourself. I laugh that I use it when I have my, when I become very aware of my bat wings and my upper arms, they're flapping about like a bat. So when I'm not happy with them and I cover myself up, I know that I'm in need of crabapple to accept myself. And Jesus accepts all of us, like every single aspect of us. So I think through life, one of our biggest missions is to accept ourselves and be authentic with ourselves about the reality of who we are. And that's my 5 minutes up. Namaste. Love to you all. Bye now. Bye.